Hello YouTubers and social media people and anyone who wants to watch these videos. It's me again checking in. I haven't done a video for a couple of weeks, and the last couple of videos I've done have been very football orientated and sports orientated, and that's not why I started the channel necessarily. I started the channel to talk about business, to talk about life. I've obviously put a few videos up and you can check those videos out. I did my business commandments, that's been watched I think by 25,000 people. So go through the videos on my YouTube page and obviously watch the business commandments by me, part 1. I'm going to do part 2 next week, and we're going to do a few more little business videos here and there and obviously offer advice. And as I've always said to everyone, my email address is realdaramcantony@gmail.com. Check the YouTube channel out for the actual email address. And hit me up with emails, hit me up with business ideas. If you're looking for investment, if you want advice, help. I've obviously reached out and spoke to probably hundreds of people over the last couple of months since I've launched the YouTube channel. But anyway, enough about that. That's a summary. And obviously you can refer friends to the channel and anyone you know, so I can get a few more viewers and a few more people involved. Today's video is basically about, I'm going into business with a friend of mine in the UK, business partner friend, who I met through the football club. Who is a businessman in the local Peterborough area, very successful at what he does, and we've decided we're going to launch a clothing range. So we've raised, about £1 million between the two of us and one other investor, and we're basically going to open up this clothing business, and we're going to base it in Peterborough. We're going to obviously open up a headquarters there. We're going to have a distribution center there, and we're obviously getting a lot of the stuff made abroad. But this is something we've been in talks with for about 3-4 months. We put a business plan together. And now what we're looking to do is recruit people, particularly people with experience in that industry. People who've worked for the Boohoos of the world, but somebody who knows the industry and the market that we're about to dive into and invest money into. We're basically going to make gear that will suit 16 to 30-year-old people, predominantly younger people, predominantly, yes, female, but stuff for males as well. Part of this clothing company, we've also bought, we're about to buy a sports clothing line business and integrated as part of the overall clothing business, which is going to deal with bespoke football kits and stuff like that. But when it comes to the fashion gear, the main source of sales will be that 16 to 30 market, young female with a few males in there as well with some cool gear. The reason we decided to go into this is I think both of our families spend ridiculous amounts of money on clothing, and you see it, and you see the price of the stuff that particularly my wife and my children pay for, whether it be hoodies, t-shirts, tracksuits, dresses, whatever it might be. They spend a lot of money. It's a tough market to break into. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't have much experience in it, but I'm fearless and I'm willing to take a punt. I'm willing to invest in a good idea, and myself and my partner think that this has got legs. And basically this video is, I need a couple of things from you guys out there. One, I need to come up with a cool brand, and I'm offering £1,000 bonus to anybody who emails me a cool brand. All right, so come up with some brand names, come up with some cool names, look at the current fashion market, give me a hit up on my email address, realdaramcantony@gmail.com, and send me your ideas. If I pick somebody's idea, I will pay you £1,000 for coming up with the branded idea. If there's any designers out there and want to send me logos and stuff like that, again, you can apply. So I'm trying to basically get the message out there. Give me a hand with the branding, throw in some ideas for names. And if I'm impressed, if I choose your brand name, we might do a lot more business with you when we actually launch the business. We're looking to launch the business this side of Christmas. We won't have our first gear out there for sale until obviously next year, because you don't want to rush a process like this, not when you're investing a lot of money. The other thing we're looking to do is employ people. We want to hire a managing director, somebody who definitely has had experience in that trade, in that industry. We definitely want to hire designers. The designers, fashion designers, they don't necessarily have to have experience. I like young and hungry people because they bring great ideas and fresh ideas. So if you're just at a fashion school, if you're currently in fashion school and you want a part-time job or a full-time job, send your CV. Give me a brief summary about yourself. Again, email it to the email address I've just said. Hit me up with everything. We're going to be looking for administration staff as well. It's going to be based in and around Peterborough. So obviously if you live near there, it's ideal for you. If you're going to have to travel but you want to break into the industry, this is a perfect opportunity. It's a new business, a new company, it's exciting. We're not going to pay fortunes. You're not going to see massive salaries, particularly for first-time starters, but it's the chance to be part of something exciting. And if you're with the company in a long period of time, you're obviously going to benefit and you're going to be incentivized and you're going to do well. So this is something that I'm quite excited about, and obviously I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And alternatively, If you're a business person out there and you like to take a punt, you like to invest, you've got some money hanging around and you want to get involved with me and my partner and the other person we have involved, happy to take on investors as well. We don't need your money. We appreciate your money and your business, but I'm up for doing a little bit of a joint venture with some investors out there if anyone wants to get involved. So again, hit me up for that. This is just a business I think that it seems to be exploding in the UK for certain companies. There is one already based in and around Peterborough who are doing absolute gangbusters. They are absolutely nailing it figure-wise. You look at some of the figures of some of these clothing businesses out there and you see the growth, the turnover. You know, something again, you start in the UK and Ireland, you expand into Europe, and then America is the big market. You can crack America as the big market. You're absolutely killing it. Not necessarily we're going to open maybe high street stores. A lot of this is going to be web-based. And again, if you've got somebody with experience out there for web marketing and this kind of business, again, email me, send in your CV. We're probably looking to recruit, I would say, between 10 to 15 staff to start with. And I would hope within 6 months that will grow to 2025. And within a year, we'll be up to 50 people that will actually work at our HQ in and around Peterborough. So something I'm really excited about, something I'd like some of you guys out there to get involved in. So if you have any ideas towards this, if you're somebody out there who's got experience in the industry, somebody that's at school studying it right now, particularly on the fashion and design side of things, send me your CV, send me your ideas. I'm going to be over in Peterborough in a couple of weeks. Myself and my partner are going to be doing interviews and scheduling interviews, and particularly if you're a chief executive or a managing director and you know you've got years in the game, you've got something to bring to the table, we're looking at that too. Alternatively, if you're somebody who's working in one of those companies right now and you're not quite a managing director, but you're at a decent level and you want to basically get your first shot at the title to move up and get a big promotion, come to us. We're not saying that you have to 100% have managing director experience to get the role with us. Like I said to you, when I built my previous companies, I started out with young people, I trained them, I worked with them, I promoted them into key areas of my company, gave them obviously big titles, big positions, big paychecks that came with it as well. But they delivered and they brought a lot to the table. And more than anything else, they brought hunger, desire, work ethic. And if you watch my videos, that's something I constantly go on about, I harp on about, I preach, is work ethic, above all else, is critical to anything you do in life. To succeed, whether it's at home, at work, you've got to graft, you've got to work hard, you've got to have a positive mental attitude, you've got to be nailed on every day you wake up, you've got to jump out of bed with that spring in your step, and you got to take on the world. You got to seize the day, so to speak. And you know what? Setbacks, issues, problems, we all have them. The crap that gets thrown at us, it's how you deal with it. All right? And that's key to anything you want to do in life. So if you're looking to start a new job, if you're in a current job you're unhappy with, if your life in general is just crap and you're not earning enough money, you're struggling and whatever else, there is a way. There's definitely a way back and there's a way to change. But you got to do it now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not yesterday. We don't have a time machine, so it's got to be today. Today's my favorite word. Again, today is the day to make things happen. You want to join something exciting, new and fun. That's what we're trying to do with this whole clothing brand and the money we're going to put into it. So enough about that. You get the idea. To summarize this video, it's only a short 10-minute one. We're looking to hire, an MD. We're looking to hire marketing people. We're looking to hire administration people, designers, fashion designers in particular, web and IT people. There's all sorts of jobs that are going to be up for grabs. We're going to go through recruitment companies, obviously. We're going to go to people we know. We're going to spend a lot of money on a website. Because obviously nowadays the e-marketing and social media, using social media effectively in advertising and marketing is a big part of the modern world we live in. So enough about this. That's all for today. Like I said to you, I'm going to do my business commandments that I've lived and died by my whole life and made me very successful and allowed me to have the life I have and the toys I have and give my family the best. I'm going to do part 2 of that. You'll see the first video that's already on my YouTube site you can watch. The second part's going to come in about 10 days time. So keep an eye out for it. Again, the email address for anyone out there whose interest has been piqued by this video is realdarrowmcanthony@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you and thank you for your time. And I hope I didn't bore you to tears. And I hope you find this interesting and you keep subscribing to the channel and recommend it to friends and family and business colleagues. All the best and take care.